Unfortunately, this is what a dead spider looks like. This is called the death curl. You can see the legs are all curled up underneath it. We lost this little one, I'm afraid. Roland, eh? What is up, all you cool snakes and neonates? How's it going? I hope you're all keeping well. Roland here is keeping very well. There'll be an update on him soon enough. Fortunately though, Roland went on a rampage last night. He managed to get out of his viv, he managed to open his doors. Now usually I wedge a bit of cardboard in his doors so they're a bit stiffer, but I forgot to do that yesterday after cleaning them out. And last night he took advantage of that, slid open his own glass doors, which was quite impressive. So he's managed to come out of here. I think he went round the back because this viv, these actually, both these vivs were pushed out, and I didn't notice that till later on in the day. So I think he's went down the back of the vivs, come down here, went along the back of Alita's viv, avoided trashing any of this stuff, and then he's come up here. Somehow he got this down and sideways on this shelf. I don't know how he's managed to get that down to there, but he did. He wiped out this drawer, he wiped out this drawer here, and he was just working his way up to this one. He smashed the glass. We had a sentimental glass. It was actually a birthday present that I got for Kirsten, and I drew on it with window pens saying Spider Mum and stuff like that. It was a really nice sentimental thing, and he smashed that. And all that noise woke us up first thing in the morning. It was about 6 o'clock, and I came down, and he was just in the process of pulling poor Curly Wurly here off. As I came in, put the light on, he was sort of halfway up here like that, and he just stopped dead in his tracks. It was almost like he knew he was up to no good. He was like, oh, I've been caught. And he had been. Unfortunately, there was glass everywhere. I checked over him, he's got no cuts or anything like that, so he's all healthy. We've checked on most of the spiders. Now I didn't realise he pulled these ones down here. Kirsten was saying he pulled them ones down. I checked on the Hawini. I know unfortunately from the fall onto the floor, the Hawini, I think it's an Asian fawn, has passed away. It's dead, it's in the curled up position. And we need to check on this one. I don't know if this one's going to be alive or dead or not. We need to have a look at that one. Unfortunately, we were going to do a big rehousing video today. The rear horn baboon passed away, and I think the Costa Rican zebra has passed away, unfortunately, through all the carnage. Slings pass away anyway. I noticed with this guy, the abdomen wasn't very big. I know the fruit flies could get out the air holes, so I don't know if he hadn't eaten for a bit anyway, but he was definitely fresh dead, so I'm not sure on that one. So quite a few of them have unfortunately passed away. We're going to rehouse what we have left with what we can, and yeah, that was always going to be, this video was going to be rehousing the spiders. Unfortunately, it's taken a bit of a sad turn, thanks to Roland here. We still love him. He didn't know what he was doing. He was just living his best life, out exploring, decided he wanted a night on the tiles. Unfortunately, he cost some little critters their lives. You're a silly boy, but it's not his fault. We don't hate him for it, because he didn't know any better, did you? No, you big handsome lump. So yeah, let's get into rehousing some of these spiders, guys. So we've got our box of cocoa brick made up. Kirsten's top tip of the day is when you're making your cocoa brick up, use hot water. It sort of soaks in a lot faster, a hell of a lot faster. I didn't know that. I was always using cold water as a force of habit. But yeah, you put some hot water in that and it soaks it up a lot faster. So, guys, remember when we are talking about spiders and doing tarantulas and things like that. Me and Kirsten are quite new to all of this. We've only been doing it for about a year or so. So what I say is what we've sort of found works and things like that, but take it with a pinch of salt. But whenever you're doing anything with rehousing and stuff like that, this is what I would say your bare minimum is. You're going to want some sort of flat surface like a table to work on. you're going to want a tray, something like this. So if you can work on the spider in here. If the spider gets out, it hopefully gets to the side and stops. I seen a handy thing on Dave's Beasties when he built his actual table. He put a lip on the top of it, and that's a really cool idea. You always want to have a catch cup, so the spider gets away, you can catch it. And you want to keep your paintbrushes on hand. We actually need to get a softer set of paintbrushes. These ones aren't ideal. Got a pipette for the water, but I haven't brought water over. So we're going to start off small. We're going to start off with the Trepepe now. This sturdy little animal, this sturdy little spider, actually took a big tumble. It's actually taken a couple of tumbles. There we go, we've got a little Trepepe right there. Look at that, that's tiny compared to Jacob, our big man-eating monster of a spider. And the size of that. It's looking nice and healthy though. So what we're going to do with our little Trepepe. So this is a giant blonde bird-eating spider, or Nandu Trepepe I think is the scientific name. You guys will notice on this channel we often just go by the common names. We only use the scientific names if it's quite easy. This enclosure the Trepepe is going into, I don't blame it for not wanting to go in there. This enclosure has actually claimed 2 slings. We have lost 2 slings in this enclosure. But I've put a ton more ventilation in it, so hopefully that will do the trick. There you go. Look at that. Close up of that. Isn't that cool? Crazy to think that tiny little thing, and there's my thumb, that tiny little thing one day will be an absolute aggressive little poop bag. One successful rehouse. So that's the Nandu Trepepe. Brazilian giant blonde done. Next we are going to do the Peruvian green velvet. Don't ask me scientific name, can't remember it. So let's set him up in a little tub. We'll get back to you in a minute. So next up we've got the Peruvian green velvet, which we have literally just learnt is an arboreal spider. I thought it was a terrestrial spider. Apparently it's an arboreal spider. Quite an easy going spider, but can be quite skittish. Ours, as you can see, is just teensy. We'll move the longer piece. Just teensy. Now this setup was always only temporary for this little thing. Isn't that beautiful? One day it's going to be stunning. See an old molt there? But one day this spider is going to be beautiful. This is one of Kirsten's favourite, and I'm so glad that Roland didn't claim it. It's actually really calm. This one seems to be quite easy going. So we've done our best to be able to give it stuff to climb on in here and things like that. I always give the babies, even when they're arboreal, room to dig, because like so the P. regalis I find love to dig even though they're arboreal and things like that. So yeah, thank you. Just give it a little tickle. Oh. It was calm until it realised something had touched its butt. There you go. In your cup. And that will do it for quite some time, but she's definitely been overdue. And an upgrade for quite a while. Right, now we're on to the Vietnamese tiger. Haplopelma longipes, I think this one's called. This is, I think, going to be a pretty spider when it's older. It is absolutely crazy. I'm putting it into another tub simply because I wasn't happy with the way this one was. It was a bit low for it. I wasn't very happy. I think this one's actually in molt. It's not been very active. Right, so moving this one is going to be a lot of fun. Let's see if we can trap it with this little cup, rather than trying it in the big one. Thank you. Whenever you're dealing with spiders, always best to be calm and collected. Be cool. As Dave says, be calm, be gentle, and love your spiders. And that is 100% true. calmer and slower or more gentle you are, the calmer and slower the spider will be. Now this spider is usually absolutely mental, and you guys just seen how easy that rehouse was. Just pop straight in there. How cool is that? So yeah, you can see how pink and swollen that abdomen is there. It's ready to molt. Beautiful, well done. So guys, this is the one we don't know if it's alive or not. We know we've lost 3, unfortunately. We're about to find out if it was a 4th. This was that one, which was a gift from a good friend of mine, from Kyle. We lost the other one, the Hawini, which was a gift from the same guy. So, in fact, I think a lot of the ones I got from Kyle passed away as slings. The fire leg is still going, Phoenix is still going. So let's pick apart this web and see what, if anyone, is home. Now, the problem with these pet holes is their web is so intricate. You pick a bit of it up and it just picks everything up with it. I'm trying to pick it apart so that when we pick the bit of wood up, we're not picking up as much as possible of the web that's intertwined with the substrate, because then you just get this massive mass of substrate and web. Yeah, I think I seen movement in there. Did you guys see that there? Oh, yep, nope, definitely I've seen a leg. Yep, there's a leg at this side. We have life, guys, yes! We still have an alive spider. Now we've gone so premature with this that I forgot to put bedding in the new enclosure. So the reason this one's coming out of this enclosure and into one that's not much bigger is simply because the holes, as I mentioned with the one that just passed away, the holes in the ones that Kyle gave us, they're slightly too big and all the fruit flies would disappear in. Now the reason I didn't like that was because these are pet holes. Now if you put a cricket in with a spider after it's just molted, the cricket will usually kill the spider, especially a tiny little sling like this. So I was never keen on it, because you put the fruit flies in and they would come out and the spider would starve. But then if you put a cricket in and it had just molted, it would kill it, and you wouldn't know if it had just molted because they live in these holes. That's why they're called a pet hole. They live in these webs their whole lives and you never see them. You sometimes get a slight indication, but not fantastically. So we have life in here, so I'm just going to continue to pick apart. Sorry buddy, I know this is your home. This is probably not the way to do it. There we go guys, look at that. Can you see that there? This is the Thailand golden fringe. This is a very live Thailand golden fringe. There we go guys. Very alive spider. So there we go guys, we got some life in here. Look at that, isn't that fantastic? And take a good look at this, because like I say, this is a pet hole. It's extremely rare you get the chance to see this spider. So these spiders that went up into these bigger square tubs are probably going to be in here for a long time. And they seem to be decent enough tubs. Kobe's in one and he survived really well. So there we go. Fantastic. Last but not least, we've got Kirsten's Brazilian black and white. Nandu something. Nandu C. Colatravensis or something like that. These spiders are really unique in the way that some can be quite skittish, and some can be quite calm. This girl has been handled, but has gotten a bit more skittish with age, so we've tended not to really handle her, or we think it's a her that much, but frighteningly good feeding response. Now it's not much of a tank upgrade. It's probably going to be temporary. It's just slightly bigger than what she's in. It was actually a Ferrero Rocher tub that we have that I've just taped a hinge onto. But we'll see what she does with it. A little bit more space than what she had. I'm sure Kirsten will order something off Amazon really soon. That's more suitable because she's actually grown quite a lot since her last molt. Which I'm sure you will see here. Whew. Might be a boy with legs like that. I had a molt. I thought I seen a slit for a female, but I have been completely wrong in the past. Look at that spider, isn't that beautiful? Straight into his den. Boom. Look at that butt. Quick and easy as that. And guys, when you make your preparations, you make all your preparations, you make everything as safe as possible. You're slow and calm and easy with the spiders. That's how it is. I hear people saying all the time about beginner spiders and entry spiders. Really, what I've found is just be calm with the spider, and they usually return the favour. Same as with your snakes and your lizards and stuff like that. Just be calm and easy going, and they return that. So guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell button, all that good stuff. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.